Hey guys, it's Rachel here, and today it's Thursday, so it's another episode of T-Hawk's 2 Cents. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to properly care for your rolling mill. So as a metalsmith, a rolling mill is like the workhorse of the studio. We use rolling mills to gauge our metals down. We use it to put textures and patterns on metal. We use it for all sorts of reasons, to square up wire, to half round wire, to get wire into different gauges. It's just such a versatile tool, but if you want it to last a long time, you have to take care of it properly. So today I'm going to show you how I take care of my rolling mill to make sure that it will last me a lifetime. So in my studio, I have two rolling mills for two different purposes. I have my big rolling mill. It's got two flat rollers on it, which I'll show you in a picture. This I use to gauge metal down, to roll out bezel wire, to put patterns and things onto metal. This is just kind of like my Cadillac, the Durston. If you are looking for a really good rolling mill, Durstons are kind of the ticket. It's where it's at. And then I've got this little like generic, no brand rolling mill, which I use to square out wire. I also use this for other projects, like if I'm gauging a metal down that's not too big, I will use this because the rollers actually have some different patterns on them, which I'll show you. So as you can see on this rolling mill, I've actually got like some flat spots here, and then these are used to square round wire. They will turn your round wire into square wire. And then this will actually turn your wire into half round wire. So I use this mainly for wire, but basically with the rolling mill, what you've got going on is you've got some moving pieces. So you want to keep these in really good condition, and you also want to keep your rollers clean so that nothing gets imprinted on the metal that you don't want imprinted on the metal. Any little imperfection can totally end up in your metal if you're not taking proper care of your rolling mill. So you roll the handle, which rolls the rollers. And that's basically kind of how a rolling mill works. Now I'm going to show you how I keep my rolling mills clean and debris free and make sure that they're properly oiled so that they will continue to work really well for me. So whether you're using a really expensive rolling mill or a generic rolling mill, no matter what, there's still pricey tools in a shop. And so you always want to make sure that they're clean and they're working well. Something that I do, I don't think everybody does this, but I actually have some sponges here that always have oil on them to keep these rollers nice and oiled as I'm actually running metal through the machine. This is just something that I learned from a previous teacher that I had, and it seems to work really well. And it seems to keep my rollers kind of clean during the rolling process, like when I'm rolling bezel wire or something like that. Now, after you get done with a project, I have this towel that I kind of cut, and then a dowel that I cut down that will fit actually right here in between the rollers. And what I do is I have an oil that I put on the towel, and then to keep the rollers just nice and clean, I'll open the rollers up all the way, and then I take this towel with the dowel in the middle and I start rolling this through. And as you can see, it kind of sticks there. I'll tighten it down just a little bit, and then I will actually roll the handle until I start seeing these, like all the grease and debris kind of coming off. So the towel acts as like something that takes dirt and debris off, but at the same time, it oils up your rollers as well. So you just kind of turn this until you start seeing your rollers get nice and clean. And this is something I do probably at least once a week. It's just something that I learned while I was in school, and I feel like it's really important to keep these tools in the best working condition that you can keep them in, just given that we do so much with them and they are super pricey. So as you can see, after I got done rolling the towel with the dowel through it, the rollers are really nice and clean. So the next time I go to use this, there's nothing on these and it's just ready to go. So if you have a rolling mill, I hope that you found this really helpful. If you don't have a rolling mill and you're looking into getting a rolling mill, there's couple different ways you can go. You can just go out the gate, get something that's really nice, really expensive, or you can start with something like I did that's a little bit more generic, a little bit more cost effective, just to kind of get your bearings under you. Because a rolling mill, like I said, they do so much, and it's nice to see what you can do with a rolling mill without having to spend a huge amount of money. If you guys have any questions or you'd like suggestions for certain rolling mills or roller types, shoot me a DM and I will try to answer those for you. Until next Thursday, I hope you guys all have a great week, and I will see you soon.